I'm going to say something that might hurt your feelings today about Spotify, but this is the reason why you should not buy Spotify. I'm going to explain it step by step using price action and supply and demand. So here, as you can see, this is Spotify on the monthly time frame. And on the monthly time frame, we've had a very strong rally over here. So we should do it the right way, okay? This is Spotify stock. We all know what Spotify is all about. I mean, it was the first music streaming ever. There's a nice series, I believe, on Amazon or Netflix. Really, really good with some episodes. So we are not going to use any news or earnings, just price action. No stories, no excuses, just price action and supply and demand. I haven't drawn any, the imbalance, but I'm going to draw this one over here, which is the monthly, and we are expecting its elimination because it's weak. And I'm going to explain a few more reasons. So after a very strong rally, okay, that happens here on the monthly, we are expecting a pullback on Spotify stock, okay, to the origin of the move that we're going to see in the bigger time frames now, okay? So these Spotify stock has done exactly what strong rallies usually do. Once there is this strong rally, we can see also on the weekly time frame, okay? Price has been rallying base, rallying base, a valley here, and then starts dropping again. Why? I'm going to explain why, and I'm sure you're going to understand it very well at the end of this video, so stay tuned, okay? So, this is a phase, usually, now, where all social media gets loud, okay, talking about Spotify, and but Spotify is behaving using price action and supply and demand and attracted by strong imbalances. So social media gets like super, I mean, there's a lot super hype or talking about Spotify, etc., and what is going on really, what is going on exactly is that after strong rallies, the distribution process starts in the bigger time frames, and the stock is designed to drop, okay, lower, attract these late buyers through social media, newsletters, and but they see, or they will see, that their trades will not play out. It will be a loss. So price action, however, doesn't care about optimism or pessimism or anything. It just cares about itself. Price action, it's the very pretty thing, okay? So why Spotify is being dumped, okay? Strong rallies don't go forever. They create supply level. Right now, there's no supply level, but we're expecting price to remove this. So we are going to take a look at the bigger time frames, okay? If we take a look at a time frame which nobody looks at, okay? This is a 6 months time frame, okay? So what happens? There is an imbalance down there at $202, $202, $203. So after a very strong rally that you will never ever see, because the daily is like the largest time frame you will ever look at, then you will be missing what's going on Spotify. And Spotify is being dumped down there. Still, Spotify, there's room for the stock to drop like, how much is that? 58%. And that's a lot. So when institutions want to sell size, they don't do it at the bottom, okay? They do it after a very strong rally when liquidity is abundant and emotions are super high, okay? And then social media is talking about Spotify, etc. Oh, wow, I'm going to buy. Fear of missing out. Nope, okay? This is going to do it. I mean, Spotify stock is going to be dumped. And that's exactly what Spotify stock is showing right now. A powerful rally in the 6 months time frame, okay? Followed by selling pressure. This is this candlestick pattern here. This large candlestick together with the one on the right is called a dark cloud cover. And usually do this. I mean, dark cloud cover, it's a very, well, we could see, so this is going to be like dark cloud. This is what Japanese candlestick price action says, dark cloud. So after a very strong rally, a dark cloud cover saying, wow, there is no sun, okay, the sun is not shining, we have to get covered, okay? It's gonna rain, hurricanes, typhoons, no buying, because dark cloud cover is telling that after a very strong rally, I mean, context is super important. After a very strong rally, we are expecting this. This is a large time frame, long-term swing prediction and analysis for Spotify stock. And we're expecting this because this, not only this price action, but also the strong rally on the 6 months is telling us so. And that is why also we are expecting the elimination of that latest impulse on the monthly. This is what we are expecting, and price will drop all the way down there to 200, 205, 200, more or less. Okay. So after a very strong rally, selling pressure, we can see here all these bearish patterns, candlestick patterns, with price action is starting to lose the upside momentum. We have downside momentum here. This is not a healthy pullback. This is distribution. This is not a healthy pullback. Okay, I'm going to pull back here, and then it's going to start a rally. Nope. This is what we are expecting on Spotify. So buying Spotify stock right now is not a good idea, obviously. Okay, let's be brutally honest. Okay, and if you don't believe me, just watch the videos I've recorded on other stock, cryptos, Forex, and everything, and you will see how all these timeframes finally, these pullbacks finally happen. Okay, you just have to watch those videos. Okay, so buying Spotify here is no good idea. That is not investing, that is chasing a position. If you didn't buy shares of Spotify before this, then you are too late. I mean, my friend, too late. So price currently far from the bigger time frame demand level down there. So buying here, expecting this, is not a good idea. That's suicidal in this particular stock. So as a supply and demand trader, we should have like zero interest in buying after the strong rally. But like I said, you will be looking at the 4 hour, the 1 hour. You will be, well, probably listening to news. Oh, wow, I have to buy now. I'm missing out on this trade. Nope. This is what we are expecting on Spotify. Okay. So this is impatience. I mean, taking over, greed dressed as confidence or trusting third parties analysis and analysts and investors from so many websites out there. Okay, so markets will punish greed efficiently. It is, I mean, markets very, very efficient punishing you. Okay, it doesn't care about you or anything. So the only area that matters right now to buy Spotify stock is down there at 202. Okay, for a long-term swing trading stock trader, okay, perspective, the only level that matters is that one over here. So we are expecting this, and we can see proof of, with the bigger time frames. I mean, we have like bearish impulse on the daily, retraces to the impulse, it drops. Bullish impulse retraces to the impulse and drops. Bearish impulse probably will rally here or even higher, and then from there drop. When you take a look at the weekly time frame, the same thing happens. Okay, price drops, retraces to the impulse, and then drops. Price drops. Okay, and now we are expecting price on the weekly to do this, and then continue the selling pressure, selling momentum towards this 6 months area of demand. So, and this is where trading becomes very aggressive, when you want to buy after a very strong rally. So we'll see. Spotify is dropping here. Buyers are swimming upstream, and price doesn't need a reason to correct. It just drops because, I mean, a lot of people are making a lot of money, and they just need to take profit. Otherwise, it will be just unrealized profit, and you are not making any money. I mean, you have to realize profit and start a distribution process that you can see more clearly in the monthly time frame with this price action, and then it will take profit and price will drop. Then the short-term traders will start selling, blah blah blah, and that's like snowball, like going down a hill. Okay, growing bigger, bigger, and bigger every day. So what long-term swing traders should be thinking? Well, this is where most traders fail. So we don't wait. We have to, can we assume this is going to happen? No, we have to expect it. Okay. So if you are an option trader, you could start thinking of bearish option strategies long-term, like a year or something, because Spotify in 2026 is not a good idea to buy unless this demand level drops down there. But this candlestick, the bearish piercing pattern or dark cloud cover, took 6 months. This one, this is January 2026, only 19 days. And look at the width of this candlestick body. So this could take a year or two. Okay. So Spotify, nope. Okay. Nope. So if you trade options, stock options, this is where you can use bearish option strategies. Where you can buy a put long term. You can do other more complex option strategies. That will start making a lot of sense. Okay. Rather than buying shares, the actual shares of the underlying asset of Spotify. Why? Because when supply and demand is expected, is acting as a magnet, everything will align for shorts in this case, okay? So time works for you. Directional bias is now down and risk can be structured more efficiently with bearish option strategies. This is not the moment to be a hero buying shares of Spotify. This is a moment to stay calm and do the opposite, to respect what price is saying and not what you want to believe. You want to believe this because you read something on the news, forget about it. Okay, they are usually almost always wrong. Okay, but they send hundreds of letters and you don't track what they are saying actually. Okay, so let's make this clear. So these are the final thoughts for Spotify. We're expecting price to drop to the 200 level more or less. Okay, we will not be bearish forever. I am not anti-Spotify. I'm just analyzing price action. This is for educational purposes. Okay, I'm using supply and demand. I am Spotify will be an interesting to buy around this area over there. Until then, the market is teaching a lesson. It always teaches. So we need to wait. Patience is always like that. As supply and demand traders, we have to wait. So now you can take advantage of this move. But the only way to do it is by using bearish option strategies. So let's say, hopefully you are not holding a long position on Spotify because this is not looking good at all for you. Okay, if you are, I advise you to close your position in a loss or close it fully with profits because Spotify is going down. If you like this video and my analysis, click on the like button and subscribe to my channel.